Most celebrity interviews are dead on arrival. Same questions, same media training, same polished answers repeated 40 times in 1 week. But every once in a while, something goes wrong. And ironically, that's when people become the most likable. Welcome to Subtext. My name is Arnold, and today we are having a look at this Ryan Gosling interview that happened shortly before the release of his 2026 science fiction film, Project Hail Mary. Now, in this interview, the interviewer is stranded on the side of the road in the middle of the desert. His bus is broken down, his girlfriend is holding the camera, and somehow Ryan Gosling ends up giving a masterclass in emotional intelligence without ever looking like he's trying. The reason this interview works so well has nothing to do with charisma tricks. It works because Ryan understands something most people miss. When someone feels embarrassed, stressed, or out of control, the fastest way to make them comfortable is not to fix the situation. It's to join them in it. And throughout this entire conversation, Ryan keeps doing one subtle thing over and over again that makes the interviewer feel relaxed, funny, and emotionally safe. Everything could have gone wrong because the interview starts with chaos. Jake from Jake's Takes is literally stranded in the desert trying to do a press interview on the side of the road.
Okay, so I'm actually in the middle of my own Project Hail Mary because I was rushing back from a tour of the Grand Canyon to do this interview, and we broke down on the side of the road.
No!
And I am on the side of the road surrounded by Rocky's family.
Most celebrities would immediately become irritated because press tours are exhausting. And usually when technical problems happen, the energy gets awkward fast. But Ryan instantly does something smart. Instead of acting inconvenienced, he treats the situation like part of the adventure.
Are you in a volcano?
That line matters more than it seems, because humor here is not just humor, it's emotional reframing. Jake is clearly embarrassed. He keeps apologizing. He keeps trying to explain himself. And Ryan immediately changes the emotional tone from, "This is unprofessional," to, "This is hilarious." That shift is everything. Because socially, embarrassment grows when one person treats a situation seriously while the other person feels ashamed of it. Ryan removes the shame immediately, and you can literally watch Jake relax in real time. The interesting part is that Ryan never tries to dominate the interaction. A lot of charismatic people make conversations feel like performances. Ryan does the opposite. He keeps rewarding Jake for the chaos. When Jake says,
I hope you know that this is not what I wanted for our interview, man, but I appreciate you taking the time.
Ryan responds by leaning into the movie fantasy.
The production value on this is...
It weirdly kind of works for this movie, man.
Do you technically need to have a permit to shoot there?
Probably, but
like
I got
you're doing a
bus full of
Western.
People.
That's important. He's not ignoring the awkwardness. He's transforming it into shared fun. And this is one of the biggest social skills people underestimate. Emotion is contagious, but interpretation is contagious too. If you react to inconvenience with tension, everyone becomes tense. If you react with playfulness, people stop defending themselves. Ryan keeps reframing the disaster into a story they're both experiencing together. Not interviewer versus celebrity, just two people trapped in a bizarre situation. That's why the chemistry feels real. And one genius moment that most people miss during this interview is that around the middle of the interview, Jake asks another question.
How are the acting experiences different for you?
But Ryan suddenly interrupts him with this.
Do you have help on the way?
Now socially, this is a massive moment, because Ryan quietly flips the frame. Most celebrities are used to being the center of attention. The interviewer's job is usually to make them comfortable. But Ryan starts checking on Jake instead. Then he keeps going.
Hold on, let's just first things first. Do you have water?
We have water. We do have water.
Are you staying hydrated?
We are staying hydrated in the middle of the desert, yes. And
You're
honestly,
sure? And you're sure you have enough water for everyone? Because that could get ugly.
This sounds playful, but psychologically, something deeper is happening. Ryan is signaling, "I'm paying attention to your reality." That's rare. Most people only half listen because they're waiting for their turn to speak. But highly charismatic people notice emotional context, the actual conversation underneath the conversation. Jake is pretending everything is okay. Ryan recognizes, no, this dude is stranded in the desert. And instead of pushing forward robotically, he acknowledges the human situation first. Ironically, that makes the interview better, because people trust you more when they feel seen beyond the surface level role they're playing. This leads people to naturally open up to someone like this. Notice something else Ryan keeps doing. He constantly includes other people in the interaction. Jake's girlfriend appears on camera for 2 seconds, and Ryan immediately says,
This is Iris.
Hi, Iris.
On the phone.
This is Ryan.
You're MVP.
That tiny moment matters. Most people ignore background people socially, especially high-status people. Ryan doesn't. And this is one of the strongest ways to create warmth instantly. Acknowledge the invisible person in the room, the friend holding the camera, the quiet person in the group, the assistant nobody talks to. People remember how you make others feel, but they really remember how you treat people you technically don't need anything from. That's where people decide whether your kindness is real. What makes this conversation compelling is that Ryan never fights the energy. Most people try too hard to force interactions back into normal, but socially, forcing normality usually creates stiffness. Ryan understands a higher level principle. Connection often comes from shared imperfection. Broken down bus, the shaky phone camera.
It's great handheld work. It's almost like Greg Fraser in this movie.
I was just it's almost Greg Fraser
Right?
borderline.
What's great about this camera is it's alive, but it's not like, oh, I'm handheld.
The random desert setting, all of it makes the conversation feel alive. And Ryan adapts instead of resisting. Even his jokes are collaborative. When Jake says he only has gummy worms left, Ryan builds on it instead of trying to sound clever.
Do you have any, you got a power bar?
We've got what have we got? We've got about a half a bag of gummy worms
Okay.
and a can-do attitude, much like Grace does in the film. Here's what I'll tell you: if you don't see me on for your next junket or maybe even Project Hail Mary 2,
I'll find you
know
and
things
Tom
went
Cruise
horribly
climbing a
wrong.
mountain somewhere.
The conversation becomes improvisational. That's why it feels natural. The best conversationalists are rarely trying to win interactions. They're trying to co-create energy. Now, the biggest lesson from this is, most people think charisma is about saying impressive things, but this interview shows something different. Real charisma is often emotional generosity. Ryan Gosling continuously gives Jake emotional relief. He removes embarrassment, he rewards effort, he checks on him, he includes his girlfriend. He turns a stressful situation into a shared memory. And because of that, Jake actually becomes more confident as the interview goes on. That's the hidden effect charismatic people have. They regulate the emotional temperature of the people around them. The practical takeaway is that the next time someone feels embarrassed around you, don't immediately try to solve the situation. First, normalize it. Play with it. Join them in it. Reduce the tension before addressing the logistics, because people don't remember whether your conversation was technically perfect. They remember whether they felt safe being imperfect around you. And ironically, that's usually what makes interactions unforgettable in the first place. Now, I'll leave a link to the full video below. You can check it out if you want to get more context. I recommend you check it out and leave a comment here if you agree on my take on Ryan Gosling. Also, please like, share, and also subscribe if I earned it. Thanks for watching and for the 4 subscribers so far. See you in the next one, guys.